They want me to leave my what? I'm Chad Seay with Seay Real Estate here in Richmond, Virginia, and I've often heard sellers say that as I'm presenting a contract to them, an offer from a buyer to purchase their house. Our seller clients sometimes will be amazed and sometimes appalled when they see that the buyer has asked them to leave something that they weren't planning to leave. And that could be something as normal as the refrigerator, or something as far out as the Corvette that was covered in the barn on a property that I sold years ago. And a buyer and their agent visited that property and discovered there was a Corvette under the cover in the barn, and wrote that in the contract, made the offer, and right there in the blank section of the contract where you can fill in what you want, in big letters it said seller to leave Corvette in the barn. So my seller was amazed that someone would have the audacity to do that, but we explained to that seller, like we do oftentimes to homeowners, that a buyer can ask for anything they want. I mean, sometimes you have not because you ask not, and oftentimes it can be no harm in asking. Now, not all the time. Sometimes a seller can be offended to the point of not wanting to negotiate further because of someone asking for something far-fetched like that. And then again, every now and then, we see a seller say yes to these requests. So you really don't know if you don't ask. So we advise our seller clients, don't be offended. It's just a simple request, and it just warrants a simple yes or no. Either it's worth it to you to leave it at this price that they're offering for the house, or it's not. And if it's not, no big deal. So many houses we sell, the majority of the houses we sell, begin with an offer that's not acceptable to the seller. But there's still reason to be happy. The buyer likes the house enough to make an offer in the first place, and more times than not, we negotiate that offer, we work it out, and everyone moves happily on. So if you're ever trying to sell your house and you see a request for something to be left at the property that you weren't planning to leave, don't be alarmed, don't be offended. It's simple, yes or no, and you move on from there. And oftentimes this personal property can be the thing that creates a win-win situation. So a little bit about that today as I was thinking about it. I hope you have a great week.